Blessings, everyone. Today, Spirit is encouraging to share because the angels have been just pouring through, and I know a lot of us are experiencing that beautiful resonance. There is this unmentionable, unfathomable peace that's been around lately, and even though some of us may be going through some of our challenges, our lessons, whatever things that we're going through, the angels are walking with us, and especially recently because the veil has been so thin, their presence has been very prevalent. Just the signs, the synchronicities, the unbelievable dreams, the moments, the little miraculous moments, it's all been pulling. And so today, they've asked for me to do the angel therapy cards. And as you can see, I'm in a different space right now. Just trying out a new area, trying to get the energy back for the readings and get a little more consistent with this because now there's a little bit more space. Kind of rearranging things right now, moving things around in the house. And so I'm just borrowing a art room right now so I can do a video. But first I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be the medium of light. And I ask all the angels that have been so beautiful in their resonance and the octaves of light to please step forward and bring a message for the collective, for the highest good. Thank you, I'm grateful. So I don't know if everybody's experiencing that, but the synchronicities have been absolutely unbelievable. I wouldn't even know where to start to express that, but I have been reading, I've been going online and checking things, messages, and from the interactions with everyone, soul family, it's just been extraordinary. It's like we don't even have to wait for the answer. We ask and there it is. It's just been probably some of the most divine synchronicities, messages, signs that I've ever experienced. So first I would like to say that I shuffle the cards 3 times, and I do this specifically for what they call the alignment of source, spirit, which is our higher self, and soul. That is the Trinity. And this is the way that Spirit explains it to me. So the first shuffle is always in honor of source to bring the energy through directly. The second shuffle honors higher self and spirit. And then the third honors soul and the story that we tell here. It is that little piece of our higher self that comes to express the story and the journey and to bring back the wisdom. And then usually I just move the cards around like this, and Spirit will tell me when to stop. Sometimes they'll pop up. Or the card will fly out and they'll say, take that one. Like this one is risen. They're saying, make sure I take this one. And this is heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. I don't know if I'm having a little trouble. I'm getting used to this. This lighting is a little different. So forgive me. Here we go. This is the heart chakra. And we all know the heart chakra is the green, which is interesting because if you look at my Twitter account, I have just done a heart chakra video. They were very, very adamant today to do the heart chakra and the crown chakra because a lot of us have been getting this angelic guidance. Our guides are coming through, our loved ones. And sometimes there's a blockage. Sometimes if we are going through something with our heart chakra, it can pull our aura very close. It can pull the energy very close, our auric body. And what happens is it creates like a density, and it makes it very difficult to get the messages. We second guess. If we're getting the signs and synchronicities, we're kind of brushing it off. Maybe we're not paying attention. Sometimes our dreams, when we wake up, we forget and we're saying, oh no, I think I had a message and we can't remember. And that sometimes is due to the crown chakra. We're not getting the downloads. And so what Spirit is saying is that clear out the crown chakra so we can get the guidance, this beautiful angelic guidance that's always with us. And everybody also understands that Archangel Raphael is part of the heart chakra and is always there to guide us when we're asking. So they're saying, this is who is coming through right now to work, call on Archangel Raphael. And there's so many beautiful octaves of light angels that are waiting for us to ask, because the angels cannot interfere. They will not interfere unless it's our guardian angel and maybe we're making a very huge mistake. There might be an accident, not ready for our time yet, and they will then make an intervention to kind of nudge us into the right direction. As the angels pull close and they speak of the heart chakra, they're saying that we need to feel safe. A lot of us are afraid to open our heart because we've been hurt. Or maybe we have put stipulations on love. We have this unrequited love, or maybe we're moving through relationships, whether it's a romantic relationship, a friendship, family relationships, co-workers, so many different dynamics with that word. And we're afraid to be vulnerable. We don't want to. We want to put these boundaries up. We want to put stipulations on love because we want to feel it. We want to feel it. We want to express it, but we want it returned in a certain way. And what the angels are saying is to give ourselves the grace and mercy with the heart chakra. Take the time to heal it. I said in my crystal singing bowl video, they're showing me red, 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 and they're saying that the opposite of the green on the color wheel is red. And that's a very important part of healing, is because to heal the heart, we also have to be grounded. It doesn't necessarily mean that we always have to be in the upper three chakras where we're very connected in a spiritual kind of a euphoric way. That sometimes grounding, as well as listening to the heart chakra, the top three chakras, are very important because we keep the energy moving. And a broken heart can be sometimes, it can put us in that space where we close off, we pull back, we don't want to share, we're feeling wounded, we're feeling jaded, maybe we're feeling broken, hence the word broken heart. And so Spirit is saying, if you have anything red, even the color red, put that on. The red helps to heal. It is the opposite. When we use green for the heart chakra, that is its natural healed state. But if we start using green when our heart is broken, we're perhaps amplifying more of this. So we want to heal first before we amplify that heart space energy. Working with the red chakra, they're correcting me, with the red crystals like jasper, wearing a red shirt, even eating red vegetables like beets or maybe some radishes. And they're also saying, go out into the sunlight, close your eyes. Sometimes the sun gives that red hue on our eyelids, and we can use that space, let that healing light come in. They're reminding me also, I just started red light therapy. I read a lot about it online, and the Spirit said this is a good way to work with. I'm not advocating any kind of medical or psychoanalytical agendas or anything like that. Angels are just suggesting that to read up on these things. There's many different ways to resonate with that. That's healing the heart chakra. Even going out and smelling roses. Get a bouquet of red roses and just sit with the roses and let the color, soak up the color of the roses and smell that beautiful experience. It's a gift. It's very soothing. And that gives us the moments in stillness to help to heal the heart. Because sometimes when we get a broken heart, we are pulling at the soul. The soul can never be wounded, although it feels that way. But the soul can feel the density of the broken heart, or when we're in that sad space, when something's happened. And it's important, after we do this, then we start to work with the green, listening to the green singing bowl, or putting our feet in the grass, working with the green crystals. They're also mentioning rose quartz. That's a beautiful crystal for us to work with when we have a broken heart. But there is a saying in the spiritual community that many of us know, is that where the heart breaks is where the light gets in. And this is something that is always in retrospect that we realize the angels are saying after we started to heal and we get into that space, we understand that things happen the way they happen for a certain way. And we understand what we've learned from it. And sometimes then we're even grateful for the experience because it changes us. And so call on the angels, allow them to come into that space. They're saying it's okay to cry. It's okay to surrender to that. It's okay to take the time to heal. And it doesn't have to be done fast. I mean, I had lost my husband Leslie in 2021. And it took me a long time, very long time to let that heart space open up again. And it still, sometimes now, I could be sitting with Sasha or one of my children, and it becomes very prevalent. I just well up for no reason, a thought or a memory, and everybody's been so graceful with that. And they're saying that some wounds of the heart are not meant to heal, but we change it from a wound or a scar into a memory, and it becomes part of us. It integrates into us, into our being. And all this we do by giving ourselves the mercy, allowing ourselves to feel. Not feeling because we want to stay in a negative space, or we want to feel broken, or we want to fixate on these things. But allowing ourselves to feel because we know that this is the way through. It's like the center of the storm. Sometimes we have to go right in the middle of it. We have to look around at they're saying a hurricane, the eye of the hurricane, or if it's a cyclone in the southern parts of the hemisphere. That we stand in the middle of this and we watch the winds cycloning around us or spinning around us. And that's what the emotions does. That's what the heart healing, that's what allowing the heart to break and to gently moving through that space is doing. It's giving us the perspective of the inside out. And this is where the healing begins. But we have to trust, we have to know that through this experience, that we believed in ourselves enough. I know this is a very difficult one for many people to hear, the angels are saying, but they believe in us. We believed in our soul enough that we wanted to come here and experience, that we could do this, that through these challenges, through these moments that the heart feels like it can't take anymore, that it goes to the soul level, that sometimes all we do is just even feel numb, like we're walking around just blank, so broken and shattered and just emotional that we go into blank mode. They're saying it's okay. Allow the experience, because a blank canvas is the beginning. Though there's an ending, there's a beginning in this space. And it gives the emotional body and the physical body a space just to kind of reset. But we have to trust that once we start to open up and once we're ready and we're in that space where We're welcoming the transmutation of the energy. We're welcoming that open heart space. We start recognizing the signs and the synchronicities and the connections around us. Kind of smelling the roses again, seeing the sunshine. Knowing that the heart is the most beautiful place to be once we're in that space. That we will turn every part of that experience into the wisdom we carry with us. It brings us clarity, it brings strength, and it brings light. They're pulling their energy back. So if anybody is out there going through this right now, don't be afraid to cry. Ask for help from the angels, from our loved ones, from the guides. And don't be afraid to just take that time to sit with self, higher self, being quiet, even if it means just for 10 minutes staring at the wall, not letting the mind initiate anything, just paying attention to that pain that we may be feeling. Because the most powerful moment is that moment that we acknowledge what we're feeling and we understand that it's not defining us, it's recreating us. Thank you for allowing me to bring this message. I hope in some way this helps. Many beautiful blessings, everyone, and much love.